Everyone wants to date her. And honestly, who can blame them? Milana Vayntrub has become one of the most talked about names online, and it's not just because of her looks. She's smart, funny, and real in a way that instantly makes people feel connected to her. Whether you first saw her as the bubbly AT&T girl or stumbled across one of her comedy sketches, there's something about Milana that sticks with you. But what is it about her that draws people in so strongly? Where did she come from? And how did she become this mix of charm, humor, and strength that everyone can't stop talking about? Milana's story actually starts far from Hollywood. She was born in Uzbekistan, and her early years were full of challenges. Her family fled the country as refugees when she was just a toddler. They arrived in the U.S. with almost nothing, starting over in a place where everything was unfamiliar. Growing up, Milana learned quickly that if she wanted to fit in and make people feel comfortable around her, humor was her best tool. It didn't take long before that natural sense of humor turned into something more. She began acting at a young age, landing small roles in commercials and TV shows before most kids her age were even thinking about careers. But even then, she stood out. Everything changed when she became the face of AT&T. Those commercials weren't just background noise. Between TV shows, they made her a household name. People loved her as Lily, the quirky and confident phone store employee who felt like someone you could actually talk to. Her performance wasn't flashy or over the top. It was genuine, and that's what people responded to. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know more about the woman behind the uniform, and the more they learned, the more impressed they became. Unlike many commercial stars who fade out once the campaign ends, Milana used her new fame as a launchpad. She didn't stop with commercials. She went on to act in comedy shows, appear in viral web series, and lend her voice to animated characters. Yes, even Marvel characters. But acting isn't the only thing she cares about. What makes Milana different is what she chose to do with her platform once she had people's attention. Her past as a refugee shaped the way she sees the world, and instead of just talking about it, she did something. She co-founded a nonprofit to help other refugees, raising awareness and funds to support families going through what her own family had experienced. This wasn't just a celebrity picking a cause to stay relevant. Milana knew what it meant to leave everything behind and start over. When she shared her story, people listened, not because she was famous, but because she was honest. That kind of authenticity is rare, and people connected with it instantly. On top of all that, she's hilarious. Not the fake, polished kind of funny that comes from a team of writers, but genuinely funny. Her social media is full of clever jokes, awkward stories, and self-aware humor that shows she doesn't take herself too seriously. In interviews, she's quick, relatable, and always says what's on her mind. It's that unpredictability that keeps fans hooked. You never know what she's going to say next, and somehow, every time, it just makes you like her more. But being in the spotlight isn't always fun, and Milana has faced her share of ugliness too. At one point, she had to deal with a wave of online harassment. People were taking her image from those harmless commercials and turning it into something invasive and cruel. It reached a point where she had to speak out publicly and ask for it to stop. It was heartbreaking, but also eye-opening. Instead of going silent, Milana faced it head-on. She talked about how damaging it was, not just for her but for women in general. And what happened next was powerful. Her fans stood by her, showing massive support and drowning out the negativity. That moment said a lot about who she is. Milana doesn't back down when things get hard. She speaks up. She stays grounded. And she keeps doing the work, both in her career and for the causes she believes in. People aren't just drawn to her because she's pretty or famous. It's because she feels real. She laughs at herself. She tells the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. She uses her voice to make a difference. And she still manages to keep everyone entertained while doing it. Milana proves that you can be more than one thing. You can be an actress, a comedian, an activist, and still be relatable and fun. Her story shows that success doesn't always come from a perfect path. It comes from being yourself and staying true to what matters. That mix of confidence, kindness, and humor, that's what makes everyone want to be around her. It's not just that she's talented, it's that she's unforgettable. And the best part is, she's only just getting started. Her career keeps growing, her influence keeps expanding, and more people are noticing just how special she really is. Whether she's making you laugh, making you think, or making real change in the world, Milana Vayntrub is someone people want to follow. Not because she's trending, but because she's worth it. If you're one of the many fans who admire Milana, tell us what you love most about her in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, so you won't miss what's coming next. There's always more to talk about, and trust us, you're going to want to stay tuned.